Greetings, my excellent friends. It is time for it's time for character creation Hooday. Ragnarok thought you were trying to say today. Apparently, you were trying to say hooray. Maybe you were wishing me a character creation hoodie, like a lovely, comfortable hooded jacket with pictures of all of the character model options that you could have. Like maybe across the shoulders there's like a row of eyebrows, and then below it there's just a bunch of pairs of eyes, and then some noses. You get all like the skin tones and a big circle around the stomach or something. I don't know. My volume is a bit low. That's a good catch really early. That would be because I had a voiceover session the other day. Now my volume should be where it normally is. Welcome. We're starting Baldur's Gate 3. I will say straight up, I've not launched the game yet, because I had no time today. Kind of. Technically, my day was no longer or shorter than it normally is. It's just that I had to be awake during normal person hours today because I had to go do some bureaucracy. So I just woke up, kind of. I had about 2 hours ago, a couple of hours into my normal day, I was like, I'm still tired. I'm going to have a nap before stream. So yeah, I haven't launched the game as I intended to. So what that means is I have no idea what settings we're going to apply. So bear with me. Not to be confused with "there's a bear with me," which I've been told might happen later, but probably not today. As I as I stated, we will see how long the character creation process lasts. I don't know how crucial that is actually. Like, I'll do it because that's probably less awkward for everyone. But I don't think Twitch has a ban hammer with the same like ferocity that it does for what's the word, actual people. If it's in the video game, it's usually fine. It's probably better, all things considered, as far as broadcasting. But I'm pretty sure, like, you're saying that because the character models start off without anything on, which, fair enough. There's I believe there's settings for those parts. Uh, it's a modern world. So yes, I'm not sure whether I'm going to use any of these three camera position settings that I already have, or whether we're going to decide we need another one altogether. It really depends on where everything is on the screen. And also, it's hard to tell in a game like this because what shows up on a menu might be different from what shows up everywhere else. So we'll eventually find a good spot. Just shout out if something very obvious is being covered. And we'll probably have to adjust the volume. Pretty much everything starts off too loud. It's doing its first time setup shenanigans. But yeah, this is blind. Normally a deep RPG like this I would play with guides open for pretty much most of it, and I'm sure I'll do that on my replays, and oh boy will there be. um, but we're just going to see what happens as we go through this, which is something I would never do for Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 because they're so old and complicated that you you can't. But I don't expect that with this one. I expect that every class works and that the combat system is actually good. Yeah, for now we'll just see what free space there is in character creation. Oh god, they've got a Larian launcher. I didn't know that because I've never played the Divinities. I believe I own them and I really should play them, but it's one of those genres that you need to have time blocked out for, and I find that easier right now. Like, that's the thing. If I didn't have stream slot for this game, I probably wouldn't have time to play it right now because I'm deep in the middle of something else that I don't want to stop. That'll probably take me 2 months. It wants me to sign up for a Larian account. Shit. Give me a moment. Da 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 da. I have read the terms of service. Yes, I have, and you all saw me do it. Right? You did. You did. I'm just going to sit here for a second and see if this sneeze is going to progress or retract. It appears to have retracted. I'm going to create this account. You can't see, but obviously I wouldn't want you to see account creation stuff. Link your Steam account. Well, it's a big button that says Steam Connect, so hopefully that'll do it without me having to try very hard. Yes! Oh, that's... Good, okay. I just saw a big button pop up saying pre-order now, and I was very confused. But that's for the Baldur's Gate 3 Deluxe Edition, which I think is a physical box with a whole bunch of really pretty things that would very definitely get lost, dusty, and scuffed in my house because I'm not good at curating physical media. So we won't be getting that. Let's hit the play button, which is below it instead. Okay, now I think it's wrong. Ah! Launching. Both the living and the dead have plenty to say, but corpses won't be inclined to speak to their killers. Yes, I've heard that the important... Well, speaking with dead is a thing, but the important one to get is speaking with animals. Standing in dark areas obscures you, making it harder for enemies to hit you or spot you when you are hiding. I think I know how that works. Don't you worry none.
I never affiliate with anyone who isn't prepared to drown me in money.
Where is that? Did that appear? There it is. Did that notification show up late? That's strange. But thank you, Arami. I appreciate that. It's the most important skill in the game. Exactly. I'm a little distracted by the wording choices here in this EULA. Namely the references to accursed pact, mortal soul. This is a legal agreement, but they've gone to the point of giving it spice. I don't think I've ever seen a company do this to its EULA. It doesn't really make me want to read the whole thing, because they still obviously have to put all the usual waffle in that every single one of these has. But... Huh. Well, I hope there's nothing in there about my soul. Oh, here it is. Explicit content. This adventure contains mature and sensitive subject matter. You can moderate some of this content by toggling the option below. This option, among others, can be changed any times in the options menu. Yeah, I think the safe streamer choice... That is weird. While I have the game window active, it's like my other window stops. Which means the chat isn't updating as frequently as I'd want it to. Maybe I need to like set it to full screen windowed and then it'll fix everything, but I can't do that from this menu. But one thing I've noticed is I've been live for 14 minutes, but my OBS, the timer keeps stopping when I activate the Baldur's Gate 3 window. Like right now, my timer's paused at 11:54. And then when I go back out of it, it starts going up again, which means it's lost time. But y'all are still seeing the stream. The other thing is I can't see chat until I click off. Like, as in, it won't update. That's very interesting. But also very bad if I can't fix it. I've never seen a game do that before. Yeah. I will toggle this off for streaming just... because that's probably better. Nobody sees anything they don't want to see. I can't get into any trouble uploading the content anywhere. I don't think... I think there's an exception for when it's in-game, but I also think that exception suggests that you shouldn't be gratuitous about it, so if they give you the option to turn it off, you probably should. I don't know. So we will keep underwear on. Gamma correction, barely visible, clearly visible. I think I usually just leave those at default, though I could probably put it there and have it still be accurate. We'll just have it at default. Where's the any key? There it is. So we immediately have the ball symbol. That's a good start. Let's go into the options and see if I can fix this video problem. It's already a borderless window. That's concerning. Well, now it seems to... Maybe borderless window is the problem and full screen is what works. If I set it to that... I don't know. It's just being a little strange. We'll turn things down a little, because if I'm going to be streaming at the same time, it's probably going to be... Let's see how my PC is doing. Bear with me as we figure these specifics out. A good joke keyboard should have an any key. At the very least, I don't want anything on Ultra when I'm streaming it. That just seems wasteful. Could try swapping DirectX and Vulkan. It would require a restart. It's just, my second monitor is, like, running slowly. It's like it's lost frame rate on the second monitor, which is very weird. If I run the auto detector, what does it recommend? Yeah, it recommends all this ultra stuff, which I suppose is good. That's nice, but it recommends everything at the maximum it can be. But I don't want to do that. Audio-wise, should we down things, or is it actually seeming balanced? Usually drop things to at least 80, just by default. North-facing minimap always. I hate rotating minimaps. Subtitles good. What sort of accessibility options does it have, just out of curiosity? Right, so there's actually 3 settings for explicit content. Show genitals. Genital visibility doesn't affect your adventure. Shows cinematic nudity, sexual content during cinematics. Sexual content visibility does not affect your adventure. I assume that it means that the scenes still play, they just don't focus in on the digital titties. And this was this is the one I'd heard about. Share private moments. Enable to show sexual... no, that's here. By default, certain scenes are private. This won't affect me anyway because I'm in single player, but that means in multiplayer, other players cannot witness your private moments. Enabling this option means you will share everything. I think that means that if your character has a sex scene in a multiplayer Baldur's Gate 3 game and you have this enabled, then the other players can watch it. Anyway. I have no idea how multiplayer even works for, like, cutscenes and that, because I would have thought in a game like this, everybody's doing the same cutscene at the same time, but does this mean that, like, 2 player characters in the same multiplayer game can, like, be fucking 2 different other NPC members of the party? Like, I guess that's sensible. What if they both go for the same person? Do they have to write dialogue for characters, for NPCs in multiplayer games rejecting the second person? Or does everybody just cheat? Could be. Okay, so when I click off of the window, the sound goes away. Can I not have it do that? Because I prefer not to advertise to the world. There's also a Twitch extension. Do I need to download that? Yeah, see, again, it's turned the sound off as soon as I clicked away. There's usually a setting that lets me have it keep the music when it's not the active window. It's usually in gameplay, sometimes it's in audio. There it is. Get rid of that. Okay, so it didn't take effect immediately, but I did click it. Perhaps it will take effect once I get off of the options menu. Let me see if I can get this extension. Wish I had time to do all this before I started today, but no, I did not. Connect your game to Twitch. Your Baldur's Gate 3 game is successfully connected to your Twitch channel. You may close this window, return to the game. Enable Twitch extension. I think I did it. I think that's all. Okay. And my other window seems to be working now. Don't know what was wrong with it before, but we'll see how it goes as I launch the game. You guys let me know how the video and audio are working. You let me know if we're having trouble, especially once we finish character creation and start the actual gameplay, because it's probably fairly demanding. But yeah, we're definitely just... a game like this, I would never agree to play multiplayer unless it was a replay. Because, number one, I find it difficult to engage with something that isn't at my own pace. So I would only be willing to do that when I already knew what was... Well, not everything was going to happen, but I already had, like, enough of an understanding. Two, people talk... And they talk over dialogue. And you can't avoid that. Especially with Discord latency. And I wouldn't want to spend 100 hours yelling at people to shut up. Because I would. And I might damage friendships over that insistence. So we'll be playing the first run on my own of any game like this. I did the same thing with Borderlands, and that's a lot less deep narrative. So, what is the ability to change this later? If I start on balanced and then decide, oh my god, I can't pay attention enough and I want to start smashing things, can I swap around, or am I stuck on balanced? I'm probably going to pick balanced regardless, but I do like the artwork for them. Let me just click on them so that I can bring the color up. I mean, I wouldn't care about achievements on a streamed run. No, I never care about achievements or completion of a game like this or like Persona on a streamed blind run. The only games that I care about completion and achievements for on stream are things like Hitman, where it's more, you start at a menu and then you choose which game you're playing rather than being on a journey, you know what I mean? So yeah, there's a narrative experience placing story before combat, a balanced adventure full of challenging choices, and a tough campaign emphasizing strategic combat. We won't be doing that one. You roll balance, but you dial down to Explorer when a couple fights annoyed you. As in, you would just, like, go back up to balanced then when you were past the thing that was stopping you? Yeah, I'll probably do that. I assume the achievement you're talking about is that there's, like, the standard difficulty level achievements of complete the game at this level or higher, so if I were to drop down, I'd only get this one. Doesn't matter. Windows Defender Firewall has blocked some of the features of bg3.exe on all public and private networks. Could you maybe not do that, please? I'm just gonna Alt F4 and restart because I don't know what that just broke. I told it to allow access, but I do not know what that just broke, so I'm just gonna start again. So can you guys see an extension? Did you might not because I just closed the game, but did I make that work? I haven't watched any streamers play this. Turning off Karmic Dice. What's that? Karmic Dice avoid failure streaks while keeping the results mostly random. You recommend turning off a protection against failure. Fucking why? That sounds like a good thing. Does it not work the way it's supposed to? Like you can change between metric and imperial if you're an American. Oh, Karmic Dice works in enemies' favor, does it? As well. Interesting. Okay, well if it's not a cushion for you, I'm not that keen. They trained it wrong as a joke. Anyway, yeah, Twitch integration. It says enabled. It doesn't give you the connect option anymore, so it must just be working. Who can see your game in the lobby and join? I assume it's not going to let me. Set that invitation only. I don't want. God, imagine just wandering into Baldur's Gate 3 public. Just in the middle of the role-playing adventure of your life, and then fucking Ringjob Steve joins in with a bucket on his head and no clothes. I think I don't need anything else. No, I don't. Ooh. Looks like caskety things? Why did he take a few steps if he can then float the rest of the way? Why would you even use your legs? Okay. Twitter has told me that's Lae'zel. It might just not be working yet because I don't have an active game running. Like, what is there to look at of my party when I'm literally in the opening cutscene? Grabbing a worm? This isn't going to be nice, is it? Oh god, that's an illithid! Yeah, this is going to be unfun. Well, we started out with not a bang or a whimper, but an ew. This is a bold choice because this would be a nope for some people. I'm sure at least more than a few refunds have been issued on this scene alone. Hey, buddy. Hey, little buddy. I mean, we did eye the Somnium files on this stream, so I think we've weeded out the people who couldn't deal with that.
Who are you?
Absalom? Enable tutorials. They can help you learn about the core mechanics of Baldur's Gate 3. Probably a good idea, yeah. Right, and so here we have that weird thing where I can choose to be one of the companions instead. That's where I see people actually being Astarion, which seems like a mistake, because if you choose to be one of these, you take their voice acting away, right? Also, you don't get to make a person. I like the idea. It's a cool way to do presets and sort of integrate them better. And I guess you'd then get to play their personal quest as your own. Of course, then there's this fella. I have heard about this fella. I don't think we're going to be doing this fella. From how this was described to me, this is not a character the same way these 6 are, and if you don't become it, a Dark Urge I mean, then it won't appear in the game. But what it is an extra horror-themed aspect to your character that adds some quests, some content, some story twists and turns that are notably dark and such. But the way it was described to me as, like, how to consider its role in the game is consider it the same way as, like, playing Malkavian in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. It is a thing that if you do it on your first playthrough, you won't really understand what it feels like to not have it, and therefore it's going to be less special. Oh, there's no chance I'm doing this for my first run. I think I already said that, but I'm just acknowledging it and pointing it out before anybody says, ooh, you should play that, because I imagine there's some people who would want to see me play through it. I'm not going to play this game on stream twice, and I'm not going to play Dark Urge on my first run, so we're not going to get to do that, is my point. But it sounds interesting. Based on Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, I have a theory as to what this could be, but for all I know, the main character is one of these anyway, so I don't know if that's the case, but it's presumably some sort of, like, there's a bit of demon in here. Yeah. It's an interesting idea. I like that they've done it this way, that they wanted to, like, put in an optional dark story, so they put it in made it optional. Anyway, it's given us a level 1 high elf barbarian lady who we are going to completely change. You don't do the Dark Urge. The Dark Urge does you. Yeah, there you go. And these aren't all the companions in the game, they're just the ones that you can be. Interestingly enough, there's a person here I've never seen before. Now, I have not at any point looked up Baldur's Gate 3. However, I exist as a human being on the internet in mid to late 2023, which means Baldur's Gate 3 images, jokes, video clips, and character fawning over has been gently shoved through my eyes and down my throat since August. Earlier than that, because of the early access period, there's a person I follow on Twitter who has been going on about Astarion for 2 years. So, before it came out, Astarion was the only character in Baldur's Gate I knew of. 3 that I knew of. For that reason and because of that person. However, over the past few months, I've heard a bunch of mostly good things about Astarion, a bunch of mostly bad things about Lae'zel, a bunch of things about Gale that are also mixed, a bunch of things about Shadowheart that are largely positive, and a bunch of things about Karlach that are incredibly positive. Who's Will? I saw him. I'm sure I'll find out. And I don't think the bear guy's here. Is his name Halsin? The bear guy isn't here. So you can't be the bear, you can only bone the bear. I suppose that's fair. I think I've heard about. I think I've seen that. Seen the name Will once or twice, but people don't seem to post about him with the frequency they do Astarion and Karlach. I haven't heard about Lae'zel in months either, but there was a big stink in the first few weeks about people not liking her. Mostly it's these two that you hear about. Lae'zel is a good girl. I look forward to finding out. The main conversation I heard about Lae'zel was a bunch of people saying she sucked, and then a bunch of people calling those people misogynists, and comparing her to Astarion, saying, he's similar but super popular, she's similar but super unpopular, because of hate against women. That was the conversation. I didn't look into the details, because I haven't played the game. But that was the conversation. Anyway, Origin. Yes, we'll go with custom. Let's hit randomize a couple times, just to see what other incredible things we'll come up with. Wait, yeah, the person who kept talking about Astarion is also a big Resident Evil fan, and I believe Astarion is voiced by Neil Newbon, who's also Heisenberg in Resident Evil, and so I probably just heard a bunch of Astarion fangirling because of that friend's fondness for the actor's work. Still half-elf. Level 1 half-elf drow paladin. Level 1 fighter copper dragonborn. Level 1 warlock black dragonborn. What is that little dance you're doing there, buddy? Ranger. We're almost certainly going to be a bard. A lot of elves and dragonborn. I haven't seen anyone that isn't an elf or a dragonborn. There we go, a half-orc. I have not seen the dancing yet, I'm sure I will. Halflings and gnomes don't look that different from each other so far. They really, really, really want you to be a drow. That mustache is fantastic. Githyanki, but can you be a Githzerai? It hasn't popped up human or dwarf. Oh. It hasn't popped up dwarf once. And I'm not going to use any... Oh my god, the beard! I'm not going to use any of these randomizations. I'm just like... This seems like the fastest way... Oh, we're probably going to go with that beard, though. This is like... probably the fastest way to see a bunch of random stuff. Githyanki Barbarian, Half-Orc Sorcerer. Still have not seen a goddamn dwarf. Deep Gnome. Nice hair. Looking like a member of Aqua with that hair. I want to see a fucking dwarf! I can go in and grab one, but... Ooh. I don't really want to be a dragonborn, but I do like the skin tone, my god. I thought I said Rock Gnome's selfie, but no, that's the deity. Dwarves just don't exist, my god. Dwergar! Okay, well that's kind of close. It's giving me Dwergar, but it's not giving me dwarves. I mean, subset of. There we go. Good beard, too. LS3. Then we have body types as well. Oh, okay, so the dwarf can be, Right, do they have body type separation instead of gender? That's good. And then you just select your pronouns as your body type and you're good to go. It's a good thing that Starfield guy didn't play this. He'd lose his shit. Alright. Origin Custom. We'll probably get rid of most of this, but you start with... Okay, so yeah. We've seen most of these so far, but... That's interesting. So Drow is separate from the elf types, but like dwarf, you would have to go into subrace to get Dwergar. Okay. So Elves move 9 meters per turn. Good at swords and bows. See in the dark. Advantage on saving throws against being charmed. And they're not very good at getting old. And then, yeah, you'd get 4 character models there. So basically it boils down to small with boobs, small not boobs, large with boobs, large not boobs. That is a fucking beast elf. Holy shit. Wow. That elf goes to the gym. They both do. But Jesus. That is a Rogadelf. Tiefling, devils from the Nine Hells. Well, descended from. People don't like them very much. And apparently this changes the way you get reacted to in-game. Like, there's a conversation about racism in Baldur's Gate 3 and what it is, the experience of playing a Tiefling can be like. Tail swish, tail swish. Oh, it got it. Really does swish. Same basic speed, same dark vision. Hellish resistance. Then we have the Drow, who I assume also receive a bit of the old racism. Most Drow have adopted a ruthless pragmatism. They get a free cantrip. They can make the light stance. They also move 9 meters. That seems to be fairly common. Got some weapon training. They can see in the dark way far because they live down there. And then we have the people. This one seems to have rolled a human with vitiligo. Same 9 meters. Civil militia. I don't know that humans are very civil. But sure. Pikes, spears, halberds, and glaives. Basically, we're good at poking things. What happens if I press this button? Nothing. Oh, I can hit the... Oh, we can go for a walk. How do I leave? Let me out. There we go. Human versatility. You get an additional skill. We're better at things. Humans. Gith Yankee with a ruthlessness born from Mind Flayer enslavement. Yes, so the Gith live on a higher plane of existence, kind of. If you have any familiarity with how Planescape works, it's sort of the afterlife for regular people, but also just home for a number of races. It sort of doubles as both, but they're all alignment-based, so there's like, I think 8 proper planes, and then there's a neutral one for true neutrality, but like it's you get your lawful good home and then your neutral good home, and well, actually no, there's more than that. There's like also half and half, but there's tons of them. But the one that's pure chaos, so the pure chaotic neutral is Limbo, and it's basically a place where the laws of physics don't work. I don't know how to describe it because I don't think it's meant to be described. It's mess given form, and the Gith live there, and the Illithids came along and were like, ah, you look weak. You're our slaves now. And that sucked. We had a Gith Zerai in the D&D campaign I was in, the 2021, that I posted, but it wasn't on my channel, it was somewhere else. My understanding is that the Gith Zerai are the nobler ones, and the Gith Yankee tend to be the more bastardy ones. So it's interesting here that we have the Yankee, but not the unless we can sub. Nope, no sub race. If you've played Planescape Torment, there was a Gith Zerai in that, and he was, by all accounts, a badass, though a little bit rigid. They get an action. They gain proficiency in all skills of a chosen ability until long rest. So they can, like, temporarily become really good at something. That's cool. Mage Hand. Create an invisible spectral hand. Yep, we know how that works. least I do. 9 meters, yep. Martial Prodigy, yes, they're very much into battle training. Nice hair. Dwarves don't move as far. Bastards. Also good with axes and hammers. See in the dark a bit. Dwarven resilience. Half-elves. When you just can't commit heavily to one or the other. Yeah, they just sort of have the elf stuff, but with this human thing as well. The halflings, they are brave. They don't get scared easy. They are lucky. This is really good, isn't it? When you roll a 1, you can just decide not to take it. Like, that's fucking amazing in D&D. Because you can succeed with a roll of 2 if you're really good at something and you're doing something really simple. 1 is the only great curse in D&D. That's the one inescapable thing. And they have an escape key for it. The only problem is you gotta be small. Though this is much better than Lalafell. Gnomes, meanwhile, have advantage on a bunch of mind saving throws. They also have wonderful facial hair, according to this man. Dragonborn have fuck all. What the hell? Man, they're really banking on people wanting to look like this, huh? How are we gonna sweeten the pot for Dragonborn? Well, you see, mate, we're gonna not. That ain't even special. That's the default movement speed for everybody who isn't tiny. I guess it's gonna be a sub-race thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and they have a lot of options there. You can be any kind of dragon you like. Where's the rest of his head? But they don't have, like, 12 breaths. It's, they double up. Silver and white both have frost. I believe it's acid, poison, fire, frost, shock, and then another one? Earth? Lightning. Yeah. They are nice. And then half-orc have their endurance to come back. I don't know. Certainly I enjoy facial hair, so being a Dragonborn wouldn't allow me to have any. Don't think I can have any with a Githyanki either. And certainly not with an elf. Maybe. Tiefling had the beard I like, that's true. I want to get treated poorly by everybody I come across. Yeah, these guys are the ones with the... Granted, any of them presumably would be able to have the, Yeah, they do. I was warned that everybody's horny. That is something that was I was told to expect. I don't... Orcs get no love. I'm sure someone out there will play them. But do you see any beards in any of these randomizers? I don't. I think the tusks are too much. Oh, there you go. I'm sure we'll go faster once I get past race, because... Let me get air conditioner on. Class is way easier, I already know what I'm picking. So let's see, yeah, we have Asmodeus. Inherited the ability to wield fire and darkness from the archdevil Asmodeus' infernal bloodline. That gives you produce flame. That's nice. It's charisma based. That does work with me. Oh, they're all charisma based. You get Mage Hand if you go with Mephistopheles. And the Zariels are empowered with martial strength. That's probably... well, advantage on performance checks. But I can probably do without it. The only thing I don't really like is the tail. I don't mind the character design. Leaving the tail aside, but I don't think we get the choice. I'm halfway convinced, because it's something I've never done before. I tend to go with the mostly normalish looking races, whether that's human, half-elf, or one of the shorter types. I almost never go full elf. I find that they are... meh. For that same reason, I wouldn't be keen to do drow if I was going to do one of these. Can I get Yankee have facial hair? Yes, but probably not really good. I'm not seeing any, like, big ones showing up. It would be interesting, because it's such an unusual race to see pop up in a game like this. Some of these hairstyles are pretty good, actually. No sub-races, though. We're just stuck with this, and we'd also be fairly slender. We don't get the, we can't be big guy. Although I'd probably play the regular-sized, tiefling. I do like the Astral Knowledge. And we get Mage Hand as well, which I would get from one of these. I am going to have to roll. I'm going to have to roll a d20. If I get between 1 and 10, I will go Tiefling. If I get between 11 and 20, I will roll a Githyank. Alright. Wait, hang on. Now the game's not. Please load up. Okay. We are going to be a horny boy. In which case... I like all of these. This one seems the least useful, but it seems like character appropriate. Let's go with the Asmodeus for now. Oh boy, this is going to take a bit. Bear with me.
Where to next?
What was... Hells. Something just woke up down here.
Be wary.
It's opened. I wonder what's back there.
More of those wretched things.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can where to next?
Let me turn that off.
What was that?
I don't know.
Let's...
Hells. Something... Be wary. It's opened. More of those wretched things.
Horny Cleric of Lols. We haven't gotten to class yet. We're going to be changing that, but that is funny.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed. Where to next?
I think I like that one. I do like this face. This is a good face. We'll take a look at all of them. This one might be good as well. Go with that one. Don't want the skin tone to be too red because I tend to want to wear red outfits. So sort of like a cross. Maybe there. Maybe there is good. Because I don't want to look too human. that defeats the purpose. Like, that's a very regular skin tone. That could be good because it's got like the looks a bit sunburnt. Or we could be purpley. Not too far. You see there I look like a berry. But yeah, like these are good. These vaguely pinkish ones where it's like it's almost it's almost a natural tone, but it's vaguely otherworldly. I like these. I don't know which one. And I do like that you can toggle on every single skin tone in the game, or you can limit it to what would be appropriate for the race you're playing. So you can choose to be, I guess one would say, lore accurate, or we are just getting started, Shalex. Most of these settings haven't been adjusted. I haven't done anything with the hair. We are just starting on the skin and the face itself. So I'll look very different the next time you pick in, probably. Yeah, this is the forbidden option, and then you can be bright green. You can be a drow tiefling. It's good that you can do this. It's good that they let you. Because people are going to want to be anything they can be, and giving people more options is fantastic. However, I would never hit this, because I would want to be someone that, conceivably, that... I wouldn't want to be a tiefling that doesn't look like a tiefling. I think I'll go with this one. It's a very light touch, but I just don't want it to interfere with any clothes that I put on. I like having an eye scar of some kind, because preferably I like one right there, but it has to be the right shape. That'll have to do. It is my nod to John Locke from Lost. Maturity, is that how bloody old you are? I'm not seeing any difference. Oh yeah, no, there are. There's like wrinkles and shit. We'll be a little more wizened. Why not? Freckle quantity. Oh boy! Or we could be clear. Freckle intensity. Oh boy! Or not so much. There's plenty of them, but you can barely see them. No, let's dial those down. We don't have to make them gone. We don't want to look like a magazine cover, but there, not many of them, but they're pretty present. And then you can turn on Vitiligo or have it off completely, which is nice representation. I won't use it, but I see a lot of the randomizer options had that turned on. Body art, probably not, unless there's something really good. My word. Oh, neck might be fun. That one almost connects to the scar, that's cool. That one doesn't really work because my horn's in the way. I don't mind the little birds off to the side, that's nice. The default color actually sort of works, but it might not. We'll fade it out a little. And then you can just make it disappear. Except we got a scar on here and something to fill in the other side. I wouldn't want piercings. Eyes. Oh Jesus, demonic blue. Fucking hell. I didn't read the fine print, because that doesn't look... How many eye colors are there? Demonic blue, emerald, obsidian. There's flame eyes, which I guess are like Dragonborn style. Whereas these, because they're because of the tieflings. Yeah, we can have hello, I've been possessed eyes. I don't mind that. That's cool in a terrifying way. I think we could stare into those eyes for 100 hours. We can't get Demonic Black 5 without getting the getting all of them. Well, that's sort of what I had for my 14 character, right? I had a purple one and a blue one. Except they're demony. Or we could go like that and have it different shades of the purple. I like that. For now. That already has... get rid of the... I don't think you'd wear... Yeah, it doesn't have an effect if you don't have it on. Okay, hairstyles. Here's the long part for me. Because I want to look at all of them, even though there's a great minimum that I would ever consider. Can we get rid of the green color at least? We'll either be going with the brown or like... We could go like Sid. These whites look closer to blue. Could just be the lighting. But oh, the black has red in it. Is that highlights? Aha, aha. That's nice. In 14, I went with black and white highlights. Let's see. Too far. What was that? And then it's too dark. It's not dark enough. In a weird way. Looks like fucking yeah, look like fairy floss. What's that? And then darker here. Can't really see a. No, that looks ridiculous. Yeah, the default was the red. I don't mind that. Hard to see on the lighter hair. But if we did go with brown... This is not my hairstyle, by the way. I'm just got distracted by the color. Now there's grey in it. It's strange. If you, okay, it's because of that. It's because of that. It's because it has the greying setting as well, which you can then. So you can have a three-colored hairstyle. We'll sort the color out once we have a style that works. And I need some air in here as well. Again. That's not bad. Don't usually like it tied. Nah. That's cool. Ramhorn Cascade. Ooh. Bramble Thicket? No. What does it say? Sensible extravagance? Yeah, that... I wonder whose job it was to name the hairstyles. River Shaman, that's a good, like, solid long hair. Bardic Inspiration, that's... Got the imbalance there with the... Right side more to the front. Willow Tears. Immortality, is that meant to be like... Is that the Jesus hairstyle? And then Wildcat, which is... thicker than I could ever hope to have in my life. Pinned and Perfect. Ah, that's elf hair. That is elf hair right there. What was the one that I liked? I liked this, but... Neverwinter Scarf. That one was also pretty good. Now if I do it with this one, does that work out well? Not at 100. I think I like that. Might change the hairstyle again. Oh, that's interesting. It's sort of... There's a lighter half and a darker half. Is the highlights only on one half? Ha! I don't love that. I don't love the half and half sorta. Let's just go with that. Vibrant and luxurious, and I'll keep the highlights whitish. What was the first one I had? It was further up. That one I think had a better relationship of highlight to hair. You don't need to have those very intense on this one. Oh god, what did I do? I didn't ask for that. I went to confirm, but it changed to something on the bottom row. I'm confused. Now it's red. What the hell? It's like, that is black red. That's nice. I like that. And if I add just a tiny bit of this. Or even don't use it, but use the graying instead. Oh yeah, that's it, that's it. I could set it the whole way and then I look ancient, but let's put it at about there. It comes in very quickly, very suddenly, like... Do you know? Even 4 or 5 gives you a solid sheen. Okay. Let's get the beard going. There are a few good ones here. This one... This one is called Rambling Obscenity. I think with a name like Rambling Obscenity, I have to, but we have Jaw Clinger, Groomed Rascal, Charming Devil, Roguish, Concise Statement. That was really thin and awful. I don't know if that's much of a statement at all. Plain Goatee, Mineshaft. These are the best names I've seen. Chin Grove, Judicious. I do like that one actually. But Rambling Obscenity. Wow. Charlatan's Goatee. Pointed Retort. Fireforged Tassels. Spiffing Twiddler. Tickler. Pomposity. Glorious Mutton Chops, which is the Harry Dubois option. You could, if I wasn't making a tiefling, if I was making a human, I could try and make Harry Dubois. I don't think he'd be would he be a bard? I don't think so. An opera attendee. We have to go with the Rambling Obscenity. Right, so that affects the whole head. Interesting. It takes a while to start on the beard. I could go 100 and then I'd be... What is happening to his lip? It doesn't look bad there, but... I like this. I also like that it fucking twiddles in the wind. Are there any changes I want to make to the hair color itself? I want to go with the browner instead. Maybe, actually. That's not bad. Not ginger. Yeah. I think that's too close to blue. Well, I mean, this one is what I had, but I think that's better. Works with the skin tone. I like having the start of graying. I mean, even that is more graying than I would expect, but trying to find a hairstyle that... I think this one blends into the beard super well, and just altogether that is a solid person. But let's take a look at the horns, because we can change those as well. We got the Cania Lances here, but we could get the Malbolge Spires. Or the Maladomini Spears, or the Dagger Peaks, or the Phlegethos Prongs, or the Discoils. The Discoils, Jesus. Or, if we want to go to Mount Gagazet and get bullied, we could go with Hornless! That sort of defeats the purpose of a tiefling, I think. I don't want big ones, though. I think something like this is good. Or that. Elegant. Do we want them to stand out like anime horns, or do we want them to blend in with the red, with the rest of the? I think that's about the color that would fit the hair. Ooh, we could just go with sharp red. Actually, might be nice to make them stand out. Look a bit devilish. Have them blend in, or I could have them stand out. Maybe this is too bright, but that one's just right. And the tip color. I could just keep it uniform. Or I could have it, like, fade into the, Well, now, hang on. What if the tip color stood out? But it blended at the beginning because that's where it's, you know, connected to the hair. Ooh, yeah, that works. It gets brighter and scarier. Aha! It sort of balances the pointy ears. I like this. Okay. Guys, we have a face. Enter character name. Well, you're close. I don't know what that T's doing there. I need to... Wait, where's the... Here's the other, yeah. So, class. We have the standard D&D 12. They clearly didn't work out a deal with Matt Mercer for Blood Hunter, but I'm sure there's a mod for that by now. And they don't have Artificer either. Probably... I don't really know how those work, but they're complicated, so maybe they didn't want to put one in. Or maybe that's a DLC that'll come. I've never actually played a bard in D&D. Funny story. Because I haven't played a lot of D&D 5e. But there was no room for a bard in any of the groups I've played. But if I'm going to name the character Gavarok, we're going to... For lack of a red mage. Also, I think roleplay-wise, this is the most fun. You know music is more than a fancy, it is power. Through study and adventure you have mastered song, speech, and the magic within. It'll give us Vicious Mockery, which I love. Blade Ward. You get Healing Word. Dissonant Whispers. Frighten a creature that have disadvantage on checks and cannot move. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. I do like the idea of that one. And a buff, Heroism. Make yourself or a target immune to Frightened. We have Action, Inspiration, and we get some level 1 spells. We don't get a subclass until we level up, I think, right? So I don't get to pick that yet. Don't know about the outfit, but I'm sure we'll get to wear nicer things as we go. Do I get to do anything about my stats, or are the stats just what they are? Produce Flame? Right, yeah, because that's the thing. I could swap out of Produce Flame and into Mage Hand or Thaumaturgy, but my thought is... Okay, good, it remembered my shit. For one thing, if I swap, I'm going to have to redo the guy's face. But, my thought is, Mage Hand is something that you can just take as a bard, right? I think, and if not, then someone else will have it. And I don't think I need advantage on performance checks because I'm going to be fucking good at it anyway. Alright, so I can actually select which one's this, right? Yeah, Mage Hand is on the list. Okay, I want to keep Vicious Mockery because it's Vicious Mockery. I don't know about Blade Ward. It's definitely good. It's defensive, but do I want something else more? In higher difficulty modes, the target might accuse you of enchanting, though. Friends and Mage Hand seem like environmentally helpful things. I think I want Mage Hand. Let's take that instead of Blade Ward for now. Spells. Do we have Speak with Animals? Yes, we're going to be taking that. What will we get rid of? Definitely keep Healing. I think get rid of Dissonant Whispers and take Speak with Animals. What else is there? There's animal friendship. Convince a beast not to attack you. That might be good. There's Bane. Charm person. There's Cure Wounds instead of Healing Word. Now, what's the difference? Healing Word is a little weaker. 1d4 plus 3. Heal a creature you can see. Cure Wounds is a bit stronger, but you have to touch them. As I am not a cleric, I think I'll go with the Healing Word and let a cleric deal with Cure Wounds. Disguise Self sounds fun, but I don't know how valuable it is in the game's situation. Fairy Fire. Featherfall is good utility. I'll get rid of these two, maybe take, I'll have Produce Flame for some damage. But it's not a lot of damage, so maybe I'd want to grab a damager of some kind and take Thunderwave. Or Dissonant Whispers, take that back. I didn't realize that dealt damage. Disguise is busted. Busted good? I mean, I'll get more level 1 spells, but I'll have to level up for them. And save this. Yeah, that Thunderwave actually is probably good. Longer distance. More damage. We'll take Dissonant Whispers, I like that. Sleep is also good. At least if the story of the Leaping Wizards has taught me anything, sleep is fucking amazing, but maybe not right now. I'm interested in Disguise Self. I don't know how you use... I don't know how, like, it functions. But if I could use that to, like, not be a tiefling... Yeah! I'm gonna bring Disguise Self. I think that's also bardy. I think that's also nice bard shit. Alright, so pick the instrument you'd like to use. It will change the soundscape when you cast spells. Where's electric guitar, motherfucker? It can be changed later by equipping a different instrument. We can take a hand drum. No. We can take a flute. No. We can take a lute. Fairly default. We can take the lyre. Or we can take the violin. I'd prefer one of these last three. Does anybody have a preference of lute, lyre, and violin? Drum doesn't seem very tavern entertainer. It seems more like wartime musician, which is a good bard archetype. I love that those cover bards as well, but that's not for this character. And flute just seems like a wanker. You can shred the violin, you're right. Oh, the lute looks good on the back, though. Dandelion style lute bard, but the violin looks less impressive. The lyre's big, but it's breaking my tail. Whereas the lute sits well. Oh, you can actually hear what it's going to sound like. I am torn between lute and violin. I know I can pick up a different one and change it later. Let's start with the lute. We'll be a basic bitch bard. Never mind, Shalek said violin is fun. We're gonna do sorry, I'm very easily influenced, my guy. It's just how it goes. Now this is gonna be fun. Background. Acolyte. You have spent your life in service to a temple. Fucking nope. Charlatan, you're an expert in manipulation, prone to exaggeration and more than happy to profit from it. Bending the truth and turning allies against each other will lead to greater success down the road. Interested? Criminal, you have a history of breaking the law, breaking the world together, and survive by leveraging less than legal connections. Profiting from criminal enterprise will lead to greater opportunities in the future. Entertainer, we're probably going to go with this one. You live to sway and subvert your audience, engaging common crowds and high society alike. Preserving art, bringing joy to the hapless and downtrodden, heightens your charismatic aura. You're a champion of the common people. William Shatner sang about you once. Challenging tyrants and monsters to protect the helpless, saving innocents in imminent danger, making your legend grow. Your skill in a particular craft has earned you membership in a mercantile guild, offering privileges and protection while engaging in your art. Repairing and discovering rare crafts will bring new inspiration. You're a douchebag. You grew up in the wilds, learning to survive far from the comforts of civilization. Surviving unusual hazards of the wild will enhance your prowess and understanding. You are curious and well-read, with an unending thirst for knowledge. Learning about rare lore of the world will inspire you to put this knowledge to greater purpose. You are trained in battlefield tactics and combat, having served in a militia, mercenary company, or officer corps. Show smart tactics and bravery on the battlefield to enhance your prowess. Or you're Oliver Twist. To be fair, the noble description was you were raised in a family among the social elite accustomed to power and privilege, but my summary of you're a douchebag works out, yeah? Wait, how the fuck did I just... So what you're telling me, Shalex, is that I literally just copied your notes without seeing them? I'm almost apologetic because you're not going to see anything different in this run, apparently, but... I was almost a Gith Yankee, but the dice... And I don't regret it, because this face is great. I don't know that I would be able to be this happy with the face on a Gith Yankee. I don't think that would work. Okay. So... this is the recommended. That's odd to me. That they don't want you to have 18. What did they say for the bonus? Huh? Oh, I can't have them... yeah, okay. Or is it because the proficiency bonus goes up on odd numbers, and so 18 doesn't mean anything in 5e? Oh, it can't go up. That'd be why. Is that a racial thing? Can they not have 18 charisma because you're a tiefling and people don't like you very much? That could be it. It's not a deal breaker here. It doesn't, it doesn't go out of its way to tell you this, though. If I were to take some points out of that, this will go up to 8. No, that goes up to 16. What does this go up to? 50. .5e point buy caps at 17, and the max without fudging is 20. Does it? I mean, I've played 5e, but I haven't heard that. Then again, I don't think I've played starting at level 1. And DMs who don't like a rule just ignore it, so that's probably why. Okay, cool. Well, if that's normal, if that is a normal stat array, then I'll take it. I don't need any strength, nor would it be sensible for my character to do so. But do I wanna go for more intelligence because I'm maybe gonna be more spell focused? No worries, Shaylex. Thanks for dropping in, though, and have a good time at work. I'm not sure what the subclasses are, whether they have all of them. There's a particular subclass that I like the idea of in Bard that I always wanted to play, and it's about, like, being an orator, as opposed to College of Lore, which is the spell one. If it recommends 12 intelligence, I'll take it. I'm just, like, wondering if I should swap that. I suppose I could always just add to my intelligence when I level up if I, I'm hurting for it. But it's preferencing Dex over Int. Who cares? It will give me more skill proficiencies, that's true. This array makes sense to you because AC is good. I don't know enough about 5e to, like, judge the correct stat decisions when you're playing a class like this, because my main experience was as a monk, which was pretty easy, just spam dexterity. But I suppose we're the sort of jack-of-all-trades type with the ability to fight and spell. And if my character ends up not being very good, I will have party members to fight for me. Alright, I think I'm done. I think that's it. I think we did it. Just in time for me to take my food break, but we'll see if we can lock it in, yeah? Does anyone here know how thrown weapons work? I think that you throw it at an enemy. That was not me making fun of you. That's me having not started the game yet and not knowing how to answer your question. But someone in my chat will. I could swap Charisma and Dex bonuses for both to be at +3. You mean like lowering Charisma and upping Dex and having them both at 16? Does that give it the... I'm not seeing it come up. Where is it? It's given me a bit of information before. Your brain says to go with 14-14. But that's your 3.5e. +2/+1 bonus. Well, it does the same thing, doesn't it? I'm gonna go with this. If it recommends it, it recommends it for a reason. The game's not stupid. I'm hitting the button now. Cannot wait to find better clothes, but I like my face.
You need a guardian. Choose one.
I need a what? Huh. You don't go wrong by just clicking body type 3 and moving on. No, that's silly. I want to mess around with the Githyanki creation. So is this another character? Is this an NPC that's going to appear in-game? Or... I note that I can't make this person a Dragonborn. Is that the only one missing? They will show up. Interesting. I need a guardian. So maybe it's like my mentor or something. God, everybody's so pretty in this game. There's Dragonbirds, they're not there.
Follow your instincts.
Remarkable. Follow your instincts.
Oh wow, they don't have many voice options. Jesus.
Good luck. Remarkable. Truly.
I'll make them old if they're a guardian. Sure, give him piercings. Not taking nearly as long on this one, obviously. Sure, why not? This would be funny, but I won't. Okay, sure, whoever this is, they get to be a Githyanki lady. No classes, no battle stuff. This is clearly just going to be an NPC, but I think they look properly guardian-y. I would feel protected by this lady. I might... I can't remember what Lae'zel's skin tone was, I just don't want them to have the same... We'll go with it like that, because then you're closer to me. Well, that could be cool. Let's go with that. I like her. Okay. Venture. Hello, Illithid. Goodbye, Illithid. It is a very pretty cinematic. I assume there's not going to be many of these because your character cannot appear in a pre-rendered cinematic. Look, it would have to be first person only. If you're scared of something, why would you go up? If that thing decides to break your building, which it appears to be doing, the last direction you want to go is up. Hello, Wilhelm. Goodbye, Wilhelm. So those aren't deaths, they're being zoinked into the eye-fuck pods. Yes? Why does that airship look like Jabba the Hutt would buy it? Whee! This is Spelljammer stuff. That's got to be that's the D&D setting I have absolutely zero knowledge of, except for the fact that it's weird. Planescape I've studied. Spelljammer. It's like D&D but space. I think that's laser. Okay, a lot of things just happened. I'm not entirely certain what any of them were, but, if I'm in this pod, I'm worried. Don't appear to be where we were a moment ago. We appear to be in the abyss? Or is that one of the hells? Avernus. It's better than Limbo. Although I'd be very interested to see them try to depict Limbo. Well, just save, that's a good sign. I got a menu button and a dialogue history button. My head's blocking them both. Oh, there's the beard. It's struggling. Autosave success.
My head.
Somehow your violin is unharmed. Or did I go with the loot? I went with the loot. I don't fucking remember. I have a lot of things. Basic. Hey, no, don't go away. I wasn't done reading you. Well, it was just basic movement. A nautiloid in hell. My pod changed style within the time frame of the cutscene. Fascinating. Okay. A naughty droid in hell. I'm going to stand very still as I take a look at this menu. It doesn't look like my face is blocking anything yet, but I could probably stand to decrease the size so that you can see the... Because there is one button, inventory and equipment. But I could be smaller. I could also maybe just move it up. Which probably better than adjusting the size of these objects, because they'd have to be adjusted together. Oh, not that. There it is. No, I'll still make it smaller. Let's be there. And then that can shunk. And that can behold as I try my best to make these the same size. No, stop going for that one. Give me the other one. Give me the rectangle. Which isn't very... Oh, stop it. Good enough. Please, just... Stop snapping to. What is the hold button to stop it from doing that? Here we go. Yeah, there we are. I just want it to be in the middle. No. Nope. There! That looks good. Okay. For now, that will work. So yeah, we have...
Looking ahead.
Double click to center the camera. Inventory and equipment. We have the usual complicated RPG inventory with a giant number of slots. That's a good thing. There is a weight limit. Fuck that. We have 2 potions of healing, a scroll of don't be dead anymore, a keychain, an alchemy pouch, and a camp supply sack with camp supplies in it, which makes sense. That's definitely very well organized. So I just accidentally double-clicked the Revivify scroll. I hope I didn't use it. You're sorry about the inventory. I have tasteful boots, homely clothes, a simple jerkin, leather boots... Wait, what? How am I equipping both tasteful and leather boots? Yeah, my weight limit is garbage because of who I am, but I can give the items to other characters, it's fine. It's no more complicated than the rest of Baldur's Gate. I have a hand crossbow, my violin, underwear, which I can remove, although the nudity is not on. I have resistance to fire, that's cool. My athletics... Now why is that -1 to performance? When it's athletics. The rest of these have the right name. But that says performance. Is that a bug? Oh, these are... So this is your battle gear and this is your casual gear. Can I glamour over it? Toggle armor set visibility. So if I get a cool looking outfit, I can put it here and then I can look like that over the top of whatever armor I'm wearing. Right now, I wouldn't call this an upgrade, so let's keep the pompous bard clothes on. Right, so all my charisma stuff is ginormous. +5 to that. Wisdom is neutral. Intelligence is a slight buff. Dex is a slightly bigger buff, with acrobatics being really good. My hit points are sad, but they'll get better. Initiative is okay. Baldurian. Interesting. I have tags. I'm a fucking YouTube video. Only these 3 slots are camp items. Directly below them are rings and amulets, which are your actual gear. Well, I guess they don't show up on the thing. Spellbook, Bard, Common. Okay, so this is just like gonna be attacks and things. Toggle non-lethal attacks if you would like to not commit a murder. That's cool. And I can also perform at any time. Reactions, I have my opportunity attack. Choose whether it triggers automatically or whether the game pauses to see if you want to do it. Probably just leave it to happen for now. And alchemy, where you collect ingredients and can make potions and shit. That's cool. Okay. And these just sort between all of my items, all of my actions. So jump, hide, throw shit, dash, disengage, play a tune. Let's perform the power! Dip a weapon into a surface to alter the surface or enhance the weapon. Fucking hell. Shove. Improvised melee weapon, so pick up a chair in a bar fight and whack it at someone. Help somebody. That's my produce flame. Punch. Piercing shot, so that would be with... This would be the crossbow stuff. Just that's a regular ranged attack. That's a special ability. Action, bonus action. I can use my bardic inspiration with that button, isn't it? Don't I have another button somewhere here? Spell slots and cantrips. Right, so I click on them to open it up. Fascinating. It's complicated, but I reckon I'll get used to it. And then when I have more shit, I can just do that. So it's taken cues from MMOs as to how to, like, make this work. Camp and resting menu. Take a short rest here, take a long rest there. Okay, so they cost supplies. Short rests are... And you can just go to camp at any time. And that's a combat log. Okay, enough of the power. Let's walk. WASD moves the camera? How do I... Yeah, okay. That's good. That's good, that's good. Is there like a... So you've been able to start playing again after months. Very good.
If not over, then through.
Does that mean you'll be able to watch me play? Because you said you wouldn't be able to if you couldn't play it yourself. I imagine it'll be able...
Where the hells are we?
God, I sound vaguely familiar to myself.
Might still be stuck inside if we hadn't been attacked.
Mind Flayer pod. It sort of looks like you can go up that way. Yeah, you can. Right now, escape the Nautiloid, find a way off. Lae'zel, if that's really her, has just left. Center camera on character. Got the menu. Journal. Ah, here we go. This is what I wanted. We've been abducted by mind flayers and infected with some kind of parasite. We need to find a way off this ship. Now, my character, I believe, was already in the pod before it reached that city and started taking more people, right? Because that opening cutscene had me getting the eye thing. It's not the super easiest to parse the map, but I guess I'll get used to it. Location, party member, ally, neutral, enemy, pending dialogue, quest, custom marker, secret, waypoint, and place marker. Inspiration, when a character performs an action that's true to their background, they may gain EXP and receive inspiration. So, you can have a maximum of 4. If you're at your maximum, then you'll only get experience. So if I do things that are true to the concept of being an entertainer and a... Okay. That's a really interesting system. I like that. That gives you a reason to pick a different background every time you play. I'm glad I picked entertainer then, and not charlatan, because then I'd have to con people all the fucking time. Nursery, why does it have 10 hit points?
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Game menu, dialogue history. Let's test this. Let's test... oh, you will have no trouble with that, Raptor. Let's start a community poll to see if the Twitch extension works. This is just a test. Obviously, this is not a dialogue option that needs this, but does the extension work? Because I had it enabled, but the last I heard was Gwombush saying he didn't see it. Does anybody see it? No. Okay. Do I need to go into my Twitch settings, perhaps? Because it said it was active, but that doesn't mean it automatically sorted itself. Okay, yeah, Twitch wants to go through something. Okay, add to my channel. Much like the Disco Elysium one, the big issue here is that I'm going to have to remember to turn it off when I'm not streaming Baldur's Gate. Gwombush, whenever I start a stream that isn't BG3, or that is, and the extension is on or off and it shouldn't be, or should be, hopefully I'll remember, but give me those verbal reminders like you did for Disco. It should be active on my channel now. You probably need to refresh, but according to Twitch, it is activated now. Okay. So I'm going to run this again. Obviously,
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Aren't that interesting, but I can reach toward it or investigate it. People think that being clever and not sticking your hand in the eye gunk is a good idea. Well, one person thinks stick your hand in the eye gunk. Oh, it is a roll. It is a roll. 1d20 plus 1. Don't have a great fucking bonus there, but let's give it a shot. Some dialogue options require a skill check, a dice roll that must meet or exceed a target number. I like that it functions like the Disco Elysium, where you can vote, but I don't have to do what you say. Oh, good, I got a 20. Wait, no, I haven't rolled. Balls. Well, that's not great. An inauspicious start.
You notice nothing more than meets the eye.
Fuck it! Nursery shot Gavarok for 3 force damage. You could use a restoration pod to fully recover your hit points. I could use the pod?
Not getting back in that thing.
Well, then why did you say I could?
Let's see what this does.
Someone else got out.
I could live with 3 health missing. Different pod. Well, let's try to find the nice pod.
Might be other survivors.
I noticed I could have attacked that thing too, because it had HP. The Mind Flayer has a topaz. Is it 2112? No, it's only worth 60. At least I think that's a symbol for how much it's worth. Fuck it, having it.
Good.
I really should take a break to eat some food. I know we haven't really played the game, but if I take the break later, then after the break we won't be playing very long. So I think I should. Oh, it's syncing the Steam clip. That's fine. Just override it. Please enjoy the horrible sounds of Mind Flayer Airship Dungeon for 20 minutes. I'm going to quickly eat, and then we'll come back. We'll get to play a bit. Next week, I'm probably going to add Tuesday 2 streams. So the thing is, a payday update is coming, and when it does, I will want to stream that. If it comes in the next 2 days, I'll probably stream this, though, on Friday, because I just got it. But next week, if I can add a 3rd day of streaming to my weekdays, then I can balance it better and do a bit of payday whenever there's an update, and then focus on this when we're not getting updates. Alright, I'll be back. Oh, you're right, I should play the violin before I leave. That's a great idea. Let's do Bard Dance. Fuck, that's irritating. Let's do a different one. Never mind, it got better. Did we all enjoy the jaunty violin interlude? Or was it an irritating pain in the arse? Cast your votes now. We are no longer performing Bard Dance. What do they actually do? Nothing. It's not an ability that actually does any good. Seems perfectly appropriate for the circumstances. Wasn't bad. Got repetitive after a bit. Just dudes. Let me see. I'm still having this very bizarre issue with... Yeah, now it's doing it again. Basically, when I activate the Baldur's Gate window, my other monitor freezes in place. Oh, no, now it's... So, look, so long as chat updates, I don't care, but my my OBS is basically frozen, but only in certain... So, my live timer reckons I've been live for 1 hour and 39 minutes, because it only ticks when I'm not playing. My volume... interface is frozen, it's not showing me anything, but the actual video is playing, so I can see my screen move. And what I don't know about is whether Twitch chat is updating. Let me just click this and see if there's new messages. No, there isn't. Okay, so it should be alright. You just need to keep an eye on it, because if I need to click off of the window to make Twitch chat appear, that's not good. Oh, lovely, Sphincter. Just what I wanted to visit. Yeah, those are playing. I can see those without activating the menu. Okay. Another pod.
Wonder who made it out. Someone else got out. Might be other survivors.
The voice sounds quiet, but I don't know if that's just because it's, like, environmental and my camera's not close enough to the guy. Audio-wise, I drop master down to... Say, what if I do this? This is what I normally do. I usually balance towards voice by lowering everything else. Okay, so... highlighting, or holding Alt will let me know what I can click on, or what I can loot. Left click to move, not right click. Weird. Ruptured pod. This one's different.
Not everyone made it out alive.
Ah.
Lucky I made it out. Burnt to a crisp.
Right, so the Sphincter is the goal. We need to visit the Sphincter. Oh, restoration, that'll heal me.
I feel better.
Slight lag spike there, but it healed me. Cartilaginous chest. 11 gold. That's gold. It looks weird. 11 gold and a scroll of firebolt. Hurl a mote of fire. I just hurled a burning mote of fire. Now, if I were to... this is something I learned. That it's a shame that I learned it, because it would have been very funny to learn it through trial and error. But using a scroll... Do not use the throw action with the scroll. If you use the throw action with the scroll, then you throw the scroll at the enemy's head, which does not cast the spell. What it does do is give the enemy a scroll. Which perhaps they could use if they're intelligent. Now we can't walk into the fire. Can't dance into it either, I don't believe. I do need to get used to the camera movement, because, like... I feel like the camera should move when my mouse hits edges, but it doesn't. Also can't click on the minimap to make him walk towards a spot. There's fire. If I walk in the fire, does it hurt me? Yes! Stop it. Oh, burning, of course. Brine bulb. What happens if I break you? Can I not? Ooh, do I have an ammo consideration? Oh yeah, I imagine if I didn't resist fire, I'd probably get hurt a bit more. Killing it doesn't really do anything.
Not everyone made it out alive.
What the fuck is that? I don't know, but there's a rune slate there.
Visions project into your mind. A nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy. Visions project into your mind.
Right, but I can pick it up, right?
Hurtling through the plains, resplendent with...
What is it? Holding this tablet causes a flash of inscrutable images to appear before the eyes before vanishing, leaving a mild headache in their place. Yes, but I could sell it for a gold! To someone who does not know that it causes nightmares.
But that will fit in my pack.
But first I have to run all the way around like a moron. Wonder if there's an achievement for killing all the brine bulbs. Is there a... Where's ranged attack? There. Oh! Oh, wow, that's weird. It gives you a little ghost man to tell you where you'll go. Can you just auto it? What if I don't want to click every time? I keep missing, not in terms of like dice roll missing, in terms of like failing to properly select the bulb. Oh! Can we get out of that? The other one didn't do that. I have lost the condition caustic brine. But the brine is still there. Thankfully the chest was sturdy and survived, though it is currently caustic brined. What the fuck? I picked up the whole chest! Huh? The flesh-like lid of this rubbery container seems to quiver when touched. I don't want the It's a 20-pound chest, and I'm a weak boy. But it's over there now! And I need to get through this brine.
I need to hold on.
Oh god, I'm nearly dead. I'm gonna go heal. Did that man pick up the empty chest? Where did that even go? I don't remember. I'll go back in the brine. I cannot believe I nearly died in the first room. This is Disco Elysium with extra steps. I don't like the camera controls. Oh. Thank you, Mind Flayer Magic. I think we've explored it all now. Right, the other chest was up here, wasn't it? Yeah. But the chest is bigger than me! How does it fit in our bag? Whatever. Can I pick up the dead body? No. See, that's too heavy. Mind flayers are heavier than chests. Look at this dramatic motherfucker. There's another brine bulb, but I don't want to kill you because I've learnt my lesson. Bulb's bad. I'm gonna walk through the sphincter now. Great. Lovely, lovely image here. Oops! You think there's a quick save button? Probably, but I don't necessarily want to confine myself to one slot. Show sneak cones, left shift. Main attack is left control, that's good to know. Quick save and quick load are F5 and F8. Let's do the usual change to that so that I can have them on my left buttons. Quick save does not delete anything. Oh, good. Quick load, I assume, goes to your last one, yeah? This load was not as quick as advertised. The solid fuck is that noise?
That's a friendly-looking shadow.
Oops, that's not a button I wanted to press.
We are trapped.
Oh, you poor little creepy thing. I'd save you, but you scared me.
Breathe deep and move.
Goblin? We can pick up the goblin.
Help us.
I think I'll just take his gold. Can I revive the goblin? No, it's for a companion. That would be weird, though.
Release us.
There's a viscous chair. Sit. I'm gonna quick save before I do that. That sounds like fucking idiot bait. Now, how much space do the saves take? None. It's cloud save. Sitting did not kill me.
Trapped.
Gavarok picked up one goblin. Goblin, level 1, 35 pounds. Throw? He's unhappy. Genuinely curious, can I? Quick save, because I don't want to actually use this on him, but... no target. Goblin. Oh, well no, not when he's in my pack. You can throw dead bodies at people. If you have a party of halfling barbarians, you can throw each other around. Yeah, I assume there's like a weight limit to how much a given person can throw. Anyway, I don't expect this to work, but out of curiosity, I'm going to try it. Target must be a playable character. Did it waste the scroll? It didn't. Good.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
Read?
Images of
Oh, it's just the line.
goblins, their
Okay. Right, so Rune Slate. Now we know what it is. It's an Illithid record. That's worth $1. Not as good as the Onyx, though. That's worth $35. Still, it's good to
Moving
collect
in.
research.
Release us.
Neural apparatus. Uh-huh.
We are here.
Good for you. Murnath under operation. How do we reach you? There's a pathway up there, I think.
We are trapped.
There's an Eldritch tablet up here. Also a
Mind flayer
cerebral
horticulture.
aquarium, 4 HP. Let's murder it.
Help us.
Didn't explode.
1,000 years of humanoid history. Elves, dwarves, humans.
What's wares? Is that like for selling?
We are here.
That chair is sideways, therefore we cannot sit on it. I think we still should have been allowed to give it a go.
We are trapped.
Awful amount of fire. We head along outside there. Oh god, yeah, quite so we do. Oh man! Let's deal with the creepy first. First of all, neural apparatus.
Doesn't do anything.
Release us.
Ah! Right, so what I thought was a path up there is not. This is how you go up.
Here.
There's brain jars. Cool. Oh, they really do go out of their way to detail. I suppose you could zoom in to see all that, but the examine thing is a nice way to show things properly, despite the zoomed out state.
Help us. Release
I mean, the brain is in there, but, Now, why is it that zooming in just puts me into a black void?
Yeah.
Why are they so downwards? Like, all I want to do is make the model go up.
We are trapped.
But all the usual culprits for up and down just work on the map itself, not the examine preview interface. Like I can turn it around, and we've got on-screen buttons for rotate, but I can't do anything to get this out of its purgatory in the bottom half of the window. Seems to be the same. Like I thought, oh well, the dead bodies are like that because they're not upright, but this guy's almost upright. Sure, but that doesn't mean this should be so non-functional. Like, look at it. This is really poor. Why is everything I examine taking up the bottom third of the available space, but zooming into the center, which is empty, when you don't have a key that changes your view position? Like, what use is this?
Help us.
Alright. What do you need, El Creepo? Mind Sanctuary.
Release us.
Because, yeah, that's centered. That's correct.
We are here.
That's centered. That's correct. But still, the zoom-in function should allow you to phase up and down, because as it stands, you can only zoom into the center. You can't zoom into the margins. And people might want that. Murnath. I love that I can try and steal from.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
You sound afraid. Why?
The enemy. So many enemies.
Who am I talking to? A man or a brain?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You know no creature like this. One that is more brain than person.
Brains, brains, I won't lie. I'll eat the brains till the zombify. Well, we can break it, or we can say, I think you're past the point of saving. But tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
I never affiliate with anyone who isn't prepared to drown me in money.
Thank you for the reason. Is that what the brain was saying, then? Let's inspect the exposed brain. That seems safe before we touch it. Oh yeah, 70! Expert brain observer! Woohoo!
You notice edema, a swelling of the brain causing pressure where it strains against the shell of the skull.
Medicine. Attempt a cerebral extraction, staying mindful of the swelling. Or I could gently prise the brain from the skull. What do y'all think? I'm not particularly keen on 1, 4, or 5, but 2 or 3, I'm better at Dex. God, you're so helpful, guys. 3 seems like it's the smart choice, but I do have to be mindful of my skills. I wish... What I... Ah, here it does say. It does say. Yeah, medicine is wisdom. Oh, but I have advantage, do I? So wisdom, I don't get a +2, but y'all are evening it out, so I guess I'll choose. I think now that I know I have the advantage on medicine, I'm going to go with it because it also seems like a better choice. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so you voted Dex, and now you're saying go medicine, so I'll count that as changing the tide. Yeah, that's all right. Because, yeah, medicine isn't really what my character is about, but... It seems like the better choice when you have advantage through the investigation checks. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, if you have no familiarity with how D&D works, advantage and disadvantage, basically, both of those mean that you roll twice instead of once, and whether you take the better or the worse result as your result, you can guess which one applies to which status. But it's a way that 5e does buff and debuff without just giving you numbers. I like it. It's a very elegant method. 16. Difficulty class 10, so that's a success. But yeah, disadvantage is very, very bad. Advantage is very, very good because it's just the law of probabilities. Being able to roll twice, you're probably going to get more than 10. Having to roll twice and take the worst, you're probably going to get under 10. Anyway, this will be nice.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
So this is where knowledge of the setting comes into play. I don't think this man knows what that is. But I'm pretty sure I know what the fuck it is. And I don't think it's destined to be very friendly. The wording here isn't great. Cripple the creature, mutilate the brain. Those sound like bad guy actions. But the goal in making it not aggressive sounds better. But, like, this is... Is intelligence devourer the right term? The little walking brain things, right? Like, I'm going to assume it's going to grow into one of them because those are, like, illithid pets. The math is mathing, as they say. I'm pretty sure that's what we're dealing with here, and no, it is not going to be friendly with me once an illithid gets control of it. I failed the Arcana check to know what it is. That's a good point. But I feel like it's still something that I would do because it's my skill set. Like, it makes sense to take the dexterity check, right? So it's like, I can do that, and I'm in literal hell, surrounded by strange creatures, and this is a goddamn brain. What do we think? I don't know, I'm not feeling super charitable with... a creepy brain beast. Well, being nice is winning by a lot. Y'all are nicer than me. Okay. Ugh.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
Oh no, this could be good.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
Us. Thank you for saving my brain friend. I did not vote though. Attack the brain! No. Its name is Us. Interesting. Dialogue history. We are free, our freedom is ours, friend. So, okay, it's because it's using plural. Something behind your eye seizes in recognition, so a little wormy thingy. We must go to the helm. What's at the helm?
The brain tenses, as though querying an unseen advisor.
Do you not hear it? We will not survive here. We are needed to navigate. We are needed to leave this realm.
What should I call you? Your dialogue has a suggestion, but...
Us. We are us.
Do you live a secret life? Alright.
To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
Some allies may temporarily join you. Holy shit, the brain is a party member? Us, level 1. It has more HP than me. It's also a newborn for the next 3 turns, so it can't use reactions. Babies can't react. Well, I mean, that works. It's about to stop being a baby. Babies can't react. That makes sense, because, like, I'm pretty sure I've seen the Fine Brothers do kids react, teens react, elders react, but I've never seen them do babies react. Also, it just got more health. Us is currently twice as healthy as me. That's crap. It has deadly claws, it can dash, it can jump, it can hide, it can disengage. It does not have inventory because it... well... yeah, that makes sense. It has... it's weaker than me in most situations. It's smarter than me! But it is a brain, so fucking... I guess...
Still alive.
No, we're equal.
So
We're equally intelligent. It's wiser
Can't
than
give up
me.
now.
That's the only part it's better than me. It's wiser than me. Precious little tank. What happens if you... I suppose you shouldn't say, but like if you bugger it up, what happens to the poor thing? Oh, that's quite unsettling, but they seem friendly. Now hang on. How do I select them
Shouldn't
both?
have wished to live in more interesting times.
Facecam is covering the party status. Oh, I think it is. Damn it. Maybe we do want to be in the bottom corner then. Or we could go further up. No, not the game. Here. Oh no, I put the camera up. Oh, stop moving things that aren't what I want. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. Failed to remove it and had to leave him behind. Why can't I just box click everybody? If this is the greatest game of all time, why is it missing a basic feature? Toggle group mode. It's not doing anything though.
Time to press ahead.
Does it walk? Oh, it does walk with me. Okay. Well, if it walks with me, I don't mind too much. If I control it directly and tell it to go away, though, when does it know it's supposed to come back? I just automatically does. Okay, so we have a bunch of brain jars. We can break all these things if we want. Mind Sanctuary. Tentacle Aquarium.
Brains.
Brains. Brains. I won't lie.
Brains. Food for mind flayers, I suppose.
Well, I don't think there's anything else up here. He's still there. We can loot him.
What's hiding here?
Any money in his pockets? Nope. Jesus. Alas, poor Mirnath. Oh shit! You're supposed to get on the platform! Wait, what are you doing? Oh, you can go down there, can you? Well, get on the platform. They're brainy, but they ain't smart. Okay, we move on. Past the brine bulbs. I don't think there was anything else. I don't think there were any chests. Oh dear. Hey, bud! Oh, this is so weird and cool seeing it suddenly expand into like a moving outdoor... When did we last save? Now. Oh. Laser. Time then.
This is your end.
No, that's your sword.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes. Ugh. My head. What is this? Skvar, you are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Might we? Why did you think I was Thrall? For one thing, he's green. For the other thing, he's copyrighted. He wouldn't be here.
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
Oh, there was a K on the end of that. Okay, see, at first I thought we didn't have much to worry about. But... we're turning into mind flayers. Admittedly, they are the only monster in the D&D canon whose face looks enough like they have a beard to work for me. Though it isn't technically a beard, it is in fact tentacles, so I probably don't want to go ahead with that. How fix?
We can do nothing until we escape.
Okay.
That must be our priority.
Sounds like a smart idea.
First,
Love your outfit.
we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
Could we reach it at an emotional level and make it not give in to its mind flayer programming urges? Hello there. Would that thing have a dick if I hadn't turned off genitals? Serious question. Would that thing have a dick if I hadn't turned off genitals? Oh, the things I didn't think I'd say today. Get ready to fight! Combat happens in rounds. Ah, so the turn-based thing is enforced, it just doesn't enact it when you're doing something silly like firing your crossbow at a brine ball. Each participant gets a turn. The game pauses around you during combat, so you have time to plan your actions, and I see that Lae'zel has her own proper thingy. She's not like a little brain boy who is still the healthiest person in the party. Commence battle. Your turn. Gavarok, Lae'zel, us. Sounds like a meme. During your turn, you can move, take an action, green, and take a bonus action. Triangle. I don't think I need to move, because I ain't melee. What I can do is fire an arrow at an imp. Or, see, I can hide, I can improvise a melee weapon, I can dash, I can chuck something, I can disengage, I can help somebody. I can set an imp on fire. But I can only do it once until a long rest. I can punch a prick. I can do a piercing shot, which seems to be better, and I can do it every 2 turns. I can vicious mockery them, I think? Or does it last 2 turns? Wait. Oh, short rest is the cooldown, okay. Two turns is how long it lasts for gaping wounds. I have scrolls, which I'm not going to use. Until long rest means it's active until long rest? Oh, I can do this eternally? Produce flame? Sheds a light in 9-minute radius, deals 1 to 8 fire damage when thrown. I kind of want to try it out. An imp is probably a bad target for it, because fire, but I still want to try it out. Oh, okay, you don't chuck it all the way over there. Shame. Well, it looked interesting. Where is it now? We can inspire Lae'zel. I get a free action to throw the fire. Did I skip that then? Doesn't look free. The far right of the... Ah, produce flame hurl. There it is. 9 meters. I can hit you. I can hit you. I can't hit you. Let's go for the one over there. Okay. I think that's me done. End turn. Don't think I have movement anymore. Oh, no, I do. I do. I can, like... go over there. Or there. Or there. Or there. Or there. Okay. And we can also flee combat, but not right now. Alright, us's turn. You have your claws. Maul him! Fuck! Bonus action, jump.
I will ascend.
What do you got, lady? You have second wind. Astral knowledge. Mage hand. You can lacerate, you can hamstring, you can pommel strike, you can rush attack. You also have a scroll of revivify. So I decide when to use the inspiration. Would I have to toggle that before I use the attack, I suppose? Not enough movement, but you can get him. Finish him off.
Not no failure.
Nothing to really be done there. Ability check, yeah, not attack roll. First of all, how dare you? Second of all, miss. Alright, now let's just go with a regular ranged attack. I don't think I need to spend any spells on these bastards. Where is it? There we go. Oh, that's cool, yeah, then it will just show you the attacks that you want to use with it. Okay, nice. That is frustrating, but so it be. Finish him off.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle.
I can Vicious Mockery for free.
Now, to the helm.
That doesn't take a spell slot. No, that's a cantrip. Good to know. I should have used that then. I forget which one's what level, because again, my D&D experience, I specifically avoided a spell class because, well, interestingly, this game is actually a good tool for teaching me how to run D&D classes, because I never like to play anything complicated in a TTRPG because I don't play it often enough to get invested. I don't like TTRPGs as, like, actual hard work. I prefer incredibly simple systems and to focus on the storytelling because unless I'm GMing it, then I have a vested interest in learning the system. But I find it very difficult to learn the system as a player because you play it once every however many weeks for a few hours. I sort of need to be constantly immersed in something to really wrap my head around the details. Anyway, I just really like this trolling background there. It's cool. We didn't really get to examine this area, but it doesn't look like there's anything to click on. Do we end... Yeah, okay, we're not in turn-based mode. Wow, cool.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
So she will follow us right now. If I press this button, will she stop following us? She will, but us won't. Okay. Yeah, good shit. I should talk to her. Really, I should talk to us as well. But first, let's, So we got a lot of corpses, mainly. Let's talk to us. Let's see how he's doing. Just how they were doing.
Creature reaches into your mind, its thoughts rattling against yours. Something inside you squirms in recognition.
Friend, we will go to the helm now.
Can you tell me where we are?
In a realm where we have fled. We have fled to a realm called Avernus, first of the 9 hells. We are escaping a great evil.
We've gone to hell to get away from evil. Are you sure you're a brain and not a ball sack? Something was put in my eye. What was it?
A gift. A gift to make you as we are. Soon you will be so beautiful, so powerful.
We're going to need to have some conversations about that. We like you. You are pure and good, but I think you've got some wiring and some conditioning issues that we might want to disabuse you of. Why was I put on this ship?
To know you. To love you. To give you our gift.
Uh-huh.
We are going to the helm.
Yep.
My friend and I are going to the helm.
That's us, pair of helmsmen.
Not now. We must go to the helm.
Right, but you didn't actually tell me your name, because I was going to ask the who are you question, but then when the battle started. So who are you and why are you helping me?
Who am I? Your only chance of survival.
No, I'm pretty sure...
Now move. You are wasting time.
I'm pretty sure your name's Lae'zel, but I'd like you to tell me that. Why the helm?
Control over the ship. Or do you wish to die here?
Bitch, I have save files. I'm good. Alright. And if you're not good, I have a scroll of Revivify. Yes, that is how you say that. Incinerated Mind Flayer. He had a bad day. There's a skull, a void bulb. Throw this alien bulb at a target. And it's basically a sucking grenade. Throw it at a target and pull in nearby objects and creatures. The numerous suction cups on this ball expand and constrict rhythmically as if breathing. They latch onto whatever they can get a hold of. I'll have it. I said I'll have it. Don't think I need a skull, but the last time I picked up a skull in a D&D game, it started talking to me with the voice of Rob Paulson, so I will pick it up. Caustic bulb. Throw this slime-covered bulb at a target to coat it, the ground, and anything nearby in caustic brine. I'm familiar with that substance. It hurts. And you have a potion of speed. Excellent. I believe we just call that amphetamines. Gain an extra action, a +2 bonus to armor class, advantage on dex saving throws, which I don't know that I'd need, but cool. And double your movement speed. When the condition ends, you become lethargic. That's just a potion of haste, is it not? Functionally identical to the spell, yeah? Drink Gavarok. No, I'd really rather not. I wouldn't know how on account of being him. The imp has a light crossbow, which is better than mine? It's two-handed. But I don't have anything else in my hands. Do I work with this, or is the weapon proficiency thing not going to work with it? How do I find that out? I am proficient with light crossbows. Yeah. So hand crossbows are... Okay, so hand crossbows are martial weapon. I don't see any reason for that not to be considered an upgrade at first glance. Does it have fewer... It only has piercing shot, whereas the other one had something else. Mobile shot. Oops. No thanks. But that requires me to dash around. Oh, that's just a regular attack. It just means that I can attack after running around a bit. Fuck it. Use the slightly tougher crossbow. And a scimitar.
Something good here. I hope.
Nope, just another light crossbow. Well, it'll all be money in the end. This early into the game, you pick up everything and sell it, right? Hand axe 0 to 5 damage. How do you roll a 0? What does she have? Do I get to...
Breeds madness.
Yeah, she has a long sword, which is 0 to 9. Hand crossbow you can dual wield and shoot the offhand one. Right. Don't have an offhand one. Is there an offhand one yet? No. But if I get an offhand one, then sure. I guess there's a hand axe, but I throw that and I don't get it back. Dual wielding is fun, but until I have something to dual wield with. Yeah, the inventory is going to get very complicated and miserable very quickly.
Indolence breeds madness.
Lae'zel's underwear, built for function rather than fun. Rightio. I assume these three are shared then? How do I swap?
Let's get going.
I suppose I just, yeah, click over here.
Things have stayed interesting.
Can be picked up afterwards. Sure. That sounds annoying though. Like, deeply. Yeah, when I fill up on stuff, I can hand her some things because she's beefier. Okay.
Blackets will be done.
She's a level 1 fighter. How basic.
Never a dull moment.
Good God, what are you doing here? For the last 20 minutes of the stream.
On my way. Nothing but brains. Food for mind flayers, I suppose.
Money.
What's in here?
Money, hopefully. $3. Another hand axe. Can you, like... put them together? Oh, I guess it counts as a melee. I guess that's the thing. I should, I can equip a melee set and a ranged set without... Do I not have to, like, switch weapons in combat or something? Does that take time? Because I could put the scimitar on, but I don't know that I'm proficient with it. I said I was proficient with martial, but... martial weapons or scimitars. Yeah, that's not on my list, so I shouldn't. But yeah, I can put a hand axe in each hand as a melee option. Interesting. Okay. Equip both, use whatever you want. That's very good. None of us took any damage. Those have all been looted. Still traveling, that's very cool. Yeah, I'm only proficient with specific. That's fair. Bards aren't fighters. I could give it to her, but I think her longsword is better, right? Or she doesn't have anything in the other hand. Wanna send to Lae'zel. It's 4 to 13 with her. Can't do that? Main hand only? Oh, that's two-handed. Right, of course.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Let's see.
Another dead thrall.
Anything of use?
Maybe.
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Another potion of healing. A rapier. That might be cooler than a hand axe. And a simple robe. She's two-handing it if there's nothing in the offhand. Well, she has great weapon fighting, so she shouldn't be dual-wielding anyway. I don't think that would improve her a lot.
Is that blood? No. Never mind.
Yeah, that's the thing. I shouldn't be using strength weapons, so I should be using finesse in my melee anyhow, which short sword and rapier both count for. I like the idea of dual wielding. It might not be a good idea for me. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to go in there. But I will put a rapier on for now. We do not want to wear a robe when we can wear the light armor. They don't do that shit with spells and light armor, do they? I know in the original Baldur's Gates your mages couldn't not wear any armor at all, ever. Well, it might be that you need a feat for dual wielding. But it let me put the two hand axes on. That's probably because they're thrown weapons. If I equip it, it just goes... Offhand melee. Hand axe, scimitar, short sword. Nope. That's very weird. Maybe if I had two short swords it would let me. Maybe it has to be the same weapon twice. Still gonna take the rapier. You dual wield only if both weapons have the light tag on them. Right, so the rapier doesn't. So it would need to be a second short sword. Arterial mesh.
These boots have seen everything.
We're climbing. Well, it's always nice to have you along, Ark. Oh god, what was that? That is fire? I didn't see any. It's like just Stop it. It's smouldering. If we zoom right in, we can see smouldering on the ground. That's not fire. Fire's all burnt. Like that. That's fire. Bastards. More climbing. Oh, we just swapped a map level there. Am I allowed to see the previous? Lae'zel's a soldier. Makes sense.
No one back home will ever believe this.
I have only ever taken damage from the environment so far. Game just saved itself, that's interesting. Sacrificed cultist, mind flayer pod, another regeneration. This is nice. I like that they've given us these in the tutorial area.
Gauge machinery. I can make no sense of it.
There's a backpack.
I'll give it a shot.
Heal my environmental damage. Sigils and buttons to push. Let's look at the people first, shall we?
The man isn't dead, but he's totally unresponsive.
He looks unwell. Let me out. Scream and shout. Let me out. Gold and a bloodstone.
Seems like a good moment to
Flickers in his eyes, but he seems totally unaware of his surroundings.
Also, his mouth won't shut. She's having a bad time. I'm just going to let her continue to have one while I look at everything else. I'm sure she's nobody important. Elaborate reliquary, dark mind, illicit manuscript.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
Continue to collect all of the research. Ew! That is a pickup. Yikes. I now have a humanoid brain, alive and in perfect condition, suspended in... That text was poorly positioned with the item, but cerebrospinal fluid. Elaborate reliquary. That is going to be... needing to be opened. You need thieves' tools? Well, we need a thief first. How big's it? It is £20. It's fine for now. Oh, hello. Burnished necklace. Look at- Bright and polished, this was clearly cherished by its previous owner. Worth $20. Or I could put it on. I won't, but I could. Okay, so we got buttons that we can press. Over here is another sphincter. Looks to be the next area, but there's a sphincter over there too, so we're rolling in sphincters right now. This button probably releases the angry person, who has a lot of good reasons to be angry, really. That's not a fun place to be in, but let's say hello to him first.
You! Get me out of this damn thing!
We have no time for stragglers.
Fuck off. Wait, can we leave her? Isn't she like a companion? Gith, Yankee Warrior, but it does sound like Yankee Warrior, yeah. Look for a latch that might open the lid.
The construction is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
I'll go look around. There must be some way.
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Please!
What's your character class? Because if you're a thief, I'll get you out. And if you're a cleric, I'll get you out. But if you're another fighter, we don't need you. No one important in that pod. Only my girlfriend. We'll let her out. I assume this'll do it. It's, you know, right next to her bloody pod. You gonna be angry at me for this?
Not now. We must go to the helm.
The console appears dormant. The
Look for a switch
mechanisms are
for a reason.
completely unrecognizable at first. Then you spy an empty socket. Nothing. The console remains dormant.
I need a hero.
Whatever fits in that socket must power this thing.
Right, so we're looking for an item. We talk to her further.
Come on! Get me out of this thing!
Stay calm, I'll find a way. You just keep bashing against the glass and doing nothing to it? I would have given up on that. Right, so. What are these?
Another mystery. Can't read this script.
Us, do you know what this says?
You cannot use that right now.
Why not? Too small to see. Lae'zel!
Breeds madness.
You might have secret arcana powers that nobody...
Shadows.
That's not the button. You got an intelligence of 10. You might do just as well as I.
Unleash.
Bardic inspiration.
Arcane sigil. What might it mean? Annihilate.
Oh, that's a bad button.
An arcane sigil. What might it mean?
Can't read this script. Unleash. Annihilate. Can't read this script.
Let's go with unleash.
Psionic energy radiates from the prisoners, but they do not react.
Okay, let's go with the one that isn't annihilate.
Machine made them hostile.
Fuck. Well, whack him one. Sorry. Well, I would assume the other one would make him dead, so, like... Did what we could, yeah?
I will ascend.
Emilio. You got a short bow, too. I didn't even notice. Can you hit him? No, you don't have enough movement. So, short bow.
Another fight. Let's go.
Yeah, just finish him off if you can. That was 20 EXP. I don't actually mind that happened. You use a bonus action on a melee character to jump to get the last bit of movement.
Another step forward.
Obviously these are very basic battles and we don't really need to do anything cool, but we'll get there. We got a quill. A mysterious liquid has dried to the bottom of the bottle. Hey Lae'zel, you wanna do a dare? Oh, that was add to hotbar. Right, I don't need it in those, but anyway.
Here goes nothing.
The console
I
appears
don't have anything
dormant.
to put in here.
Nothing. The console remains dormant.
It wanted something, you know?
The mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first, but then you spy an empty socket.
What's that? Nautiloid tank. Probably not. I don't want to shoot it. Can we exit out of shooting mode? Can I put that in it? Is it worth anything? Hang on. Fucking stop it. It's worth a gold. I don't think it's worth carrying around, but can I use this on it?
The console appears dormant.
No. Well, drop it. I dare say if the next stage is this way, that this direction would have the side chamber that might have the item I want. Hey there, Intellect Devourer. How are you doing?
You are beautiful.
Thanks. What? What are you doing? Are you...
I should speak up.
Yeah.
We are one.
Can I proper talk to you, or just make you bark that I'm beautiful? Which I appreciate, but find a little creepy.
Let's have a look.
There's a dead thrall. Awful lot of dead people. A gold key! That's good. I wish I was proficient with scimitars. That'd be nice, because they're light and finesse.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
Don't know, but let's use that key on that box. An onyx and gold. Doesn't look like we can free Shadowheart with that, though. Because we already had an onyx. You're not empty? Yes, you are. Oh, I see. There's more buttons. Another dead thrall. There's a pod in here and a person. Ceramorph.
Dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Can't talk to her? I was able to select her before, but now I'm not. Okay. There's some chairs to sit in if we feel like a rest. Another cartilaginous chest. Potions of healing, I'll take those. Slave mind.
Another brain.
Dark mind and a slave mind. An eldritch rune, a mug, and some gold. A strange energy buzzes through this alien object. You are sure you've never seen any of the like, yet part of you recognizes it as a component of a bigger machine.
This might unlock those controls next to the pod.
Fan-fucking-tastic. We actually have a quest for Shadowheart. Rescue the Illithid's captive. Okay, it is a main quest. So presumably you can't skip it. Keep walking. Let me out, scream and shout.
Not
Let
now.
me
We
out.
must go to the
Well,
helm.
I didn't mean to talk to you. I wanted to touch the tentacle button, but there we go.
The console appears dormant.
So it did the last 3 times. Let's insert the rune into the socket.
The console hums to life.
Yeah, thanks, Amelia Tyler. I figured that out by the fact that there was suddenly a bright light bursting out. Take a closer look. So far, we've failed every Arcana check we've ever made, but maybe this time it'll be different. It was different.
The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine. Perhaps it will open the nearby pod.
Place your hand on the console and yet Shadowheart go free.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Illithid wisdom. Will the pod to open. It's a roll. Illithid story. Being implanted with a mind flayer tadpole is a fate worse than death. Isn't it? I mean, we want to get the pod open. Of course we want to get the pod open. Difficulty class 2. You have a 1 in 20 chance of not getting Shadowheart in your playthrough. What are the odds? Ah!
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and reject it.
The pod's stuck.
Wait! That can't be. There has to be another way. Please!
It cannot be helped. Come.
Bitch, you do it! You got a brain thingy too!
Reaction. The console hums steadily, awaiting command. Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite.
We can't both be
Then
fuck-ups.
discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
I don't actually know if I needed to try with another person, but I think it is narratively a good idea to use her here. Because simply trying again with myself is a silly idea. You know, if it failed you, the next person would do it. Of course, she probably wouldn't, but let's pretend we had a conversation with her where we were like, bitch, you go over there and you do it, or I will stamp my foot and I will not go to the helm with you. You take your chances with all the battles to come.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Whee! Journal updated.
At last. Thought I was done for.
I do like that you can use anybody to have a conversation. I'm probably going to do it very rarely because I prefer to roleplay my character. But
Let's move.
it's good that if there's any skills and spells I don't have, like for example, you don't have to take a class that can use Speak with Animals. You can just get someone in your party who can. Right, Shadowheart.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a Gith with you.
Oh, come on, the Gith's the one who let you out.
You keep dangerous company.
I have Satan horns. Dangerous company is what you need in a fight.
Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Did you feel what I felt just before? We were in each other's heads.
I did. It must be because of those parasites they put in us. But that'll have to wait. Are we going to help each other or not?
So you got eye fucked too. Good to know. Glad to see we're in this together. Let's get going.
Shadowheart. One moment.
Your name's Shadowheart and you're worried about my company? What's your parents' names? Doom Thunderer and fucking Death Sprite? Anyway, what was that?
It's nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on.
Grafter says you can just take drugs to talk to animals. But yeah, you can do that in real life too, doesn't mean it's recommended. The more I see this game, the more it just feels like Disco Elysium with extra steps and a fantasy twist. Alright, so you've rescued the captive. Her name is Shadowheart. Now to reach the helm. And by now I mean next time, because it is stop time. We are past We didn't really play much, and I knew that was going to happen because character creation's big, and also I am moving very slowly because I'm trying to learn all these buttons, but that's what you have to sort of deal with. Presumably on Friday we'll play again, unless they immediately launch the Payday update and I simply cannot stop myself. But probably, even if they did, I would probably save Payday for next week. I think I'd be able to will myself to do so. Especially since the new content is going to be refurbished stuff from the prior game. Depends on what night of the week I want to play it, though, because I would like to play it with other people, and Friday's a better night for that. But yeah, next week I'm probably going to start on Tuesdays as well. So we'll have Tuesday and Wednesday for this, and then Friday will either be this or Payday, depending on whether there's something I need to play on it. On any given week. Let's take a look at Shadowheart first.
Will guide me.
Health is in between me and Lae'zel.
Calm and quiet, that's the way.
I keep pressing C to look at the character, but that's not the button. Good armor class, way better than me. Trickery domain, high half-elf cleric. Fear of wolves. If she steps close to a wolf, she has to make a wisdom saving throw or she shits her pants. That's funny. I wish we could, like, if this were a game like Fallout New Vegas, they'd let us take little traits and flaws and things. That's one thing maybe that's missing, but it is very minutiae. I like that they've included that sort of character quirk in the actual character themselves. Shadowheart's underwear, if pants could brood. Right. She has a mysterious artifact, a many-sided artifact of blackened iron engraved with pulsating runes. Something stirs within. She can use it?
Curious ornate box. Its many sides are engraved with indecipherable glyphs.
Let's take a look at that next time. Interesting that we're just, like, she's keeping it secret from us, but we, using her interface, can go straight to it. She has a scroll of detect thoughts. That's cool. She worships the same deity as Viconia. That's fucking deliberate. Okay, a lot of spells. Right, clerics don't have to, like, pick them. They just, well, they have to pick from a list, but... Trickery is hot, hot garbage, but you can fix her. Trickery domain as in the spells available. Grants another creature advantage on stealth checks. Yeah, I don't know about that. Disguise self, charm person, healing word, inflict words, shield of faith, guiding bolt. Are those the ones she gets automatic? Oh no, those are the ones she's selected out of these. Right, so she has 4, and this is her overall list of choices. She doesn't have cure wounds, but I think we established healing word is better because of range. Otherwise, she's the same shit everybody else has. Spells and class features are all just arse. Respecking her into another domain is an improvement. I assume that's something I can do eventually, but probably can't while we're in the middle of the Illithid dungeon. What is this? Oh, it's because I accidentally had her hiding. Right.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
I like this guy's voice. Okay, this is good. This is a fun start to a very long journey. Let's just save here. I'll probably delete saves once they become entirely too ridiculous, but I'll put a manual one there for the end of a of an evening. This will be our streams for a very long time, I imagine. Which is why there will be other games played as well, but yeah, we'll take this at a measured pace. I don't mind if I'm still finishing this game up in a year, it's fine. Although if I ever start a personal playthrough, I'll have to wait, because I wouldn't want to finish the game in a personal playthrough while I'm still streaming my supposed first run. Definitely not something I plan to do yet, though. Alright. Fare thee well, everybody. I'll be back on Friday. Very good chance it will be Baldur's Gate, unless I really, really want to play Payday. I would highly doubt that. Until next week. So, fare thee well.